Rasty McGibbon with UNLV Men's Division I head coach Anthony Vignieri Greener. Anthony, thanks for being on.
Thanks for having me.
So Men's Division I, a bit of a different animal. Lose and pack up and head home. You guys have had two that you've won, 5-2 and 4-2. Walk me a bit through your first game.
Well, we played Pitt. They had that buy-in game. We've always been in that kind of 13 spot before the last two times we were here. So, they were playing on a back-to-back, so we kind of jumped on them early, but they had a really good first period. Kind of felt like they threw everything at us that first period, and then we kind of just settled in and took over the game after that.
Then second, you met Liberty, and you got up early in the first period, 3-0, and were able to kind of transition that through. How do you feel that these two games have prepared you for today?
Yeah, Liberty, that's kind of a little mini rivalry we built over this last year. We had a good start, like you said, kind of had a rough second, but we kind of settled in the third. But to play two good teams like we have, and then have an extra day off, and the team we're playing yesterday had play basically 2 games in one day, we need to jump on them right away.
Yeah. So just to mention, Central Oklahoma, Iowa State last night going in 5 overtimes before it was settled. So how does that play into the game today?
We have to have strong starts. We're not too worried about what they bring to the table. Kind of just focus on our systems. That's been our message all year long. So we did our pre-scout, we did our film this morning, what we want to do good, what we want to jump on and capitalize on early, and we'll go from there.
Talking about jumping on it early, and from the scores of your games, it seems like you have done that. What things would you say are things that you really have noticed in the first 2 games that you want to tweak for going into the semifinal?
I think more consistency. Obviously, we had a rough first game and a rough second, so we need to put together a full 60 minutes when you're down the final 4 teams. It's going to take 60 minutes to get there.
4 goals allowed in 2 games. Speak to me a bit about your goaltending.
Wixon's been unbelievable for us all year long. Stood on his head, made some really key saves yesterday in that second period when we kind of lacked a little bit. So, it starts in the back end. Everybody says it's cliche to say, but definitely starts with Wixon for us.
St. Louis, I think it's put on a very good national tournament. What's the experience been like for you and your team?
So far, so good. Obviously, the ACHA is putting on a good show here. The rink facility, they have an unbelievable facility here, so it's a good choice. And then it's just tough for for Division I, it's one and done. So you got to plan for a whole week, but you can only plan for the first 3 days, and as things change and times change. So it's been a little tougher on us for our director of operations to kind of dial us in and make sure everybody's eating right and we're sticking to our game routine. But overall, great experience so far.
You guys are, I would say, atypical in the sense that you were in D2, had success at D2, and have moved up to D1. Now, for some of the people at home that don't know, D2 is a pool play, and D1 is, like we say, one and done. How would you contrast those two?
There's more room for error, obviously, in the Division II level, because you can have a bad game and kind of sneak in that pool play. But here you have a bad game, and see you later. Your 35-game season's down the drain. So it's basically game 7 every night. Right. That's the big difference. Is you got a few chances in the Division II level to prove yourself, but here you go game by game. One bad game and get on a bus or get on a flight.
Do you think that extra level of pressure, say every night's like a game 7, helps you, or do you think it hinders you?
No, I think our kids strive on it, and I think that the teams that are still left, they strive on things like this. It's a big thing. I think that's a culture thing.
Right.
It starts with our leadership core, and they've done a great job leading the guys. I got a kid that was on Adrian last year, won a national championship. Our captain was an Iowa transfer. Been in the national championship game before. Unfortunately, they lost. But it takes guys like that to lead you in the room.
When you talk about leadership, do you find that when you get to the semifinal, the guys that have experience in this, what do they pass on to the younger players in terms of having to turn it up now?
Yeah, I think they know when to talk, and if they're going to say something, they're going to go out and do it. Kind of one of our things we always say is actions speak louder than words. And our leadership core has done a really good job of that, and especially the 2 guys that have been there before, they made a push. Because nobody else, on our team has never been this far. So we're taking it day by day and kind of just following the lead of our leaders.
Are guys having the opportunity to savor the moment and enjoy this national experience, or is it just game day face and let's just motor through it?
No, I think you got to be a little bit relaxed in the sense where you got to embrace all this, live in the moment. It takes a lot to get here, so you might as well live it up a bit and have a good time. I feel our group is in good spirits. They're relaxed. They're not too serious. That's been our group all year long. Where they're able to have that mix, I would say, is where you're not too serious and you're not messing around too much. Where it's just a good combo for our group, and it's worked all year long.
Not to get into poetry or anything, but hockey was a seed that was planted in the desert in Las Vegas and has bloomed into this incredible, flourishing plant. Talk to me a little bit about the Knights being there in conjunction with you guys, and how just hockey in that area has taken off tremendously.
Yeah, hockey's a big, relatively small community. Well, it was before, but now the Knights come and every kid that you can see, they used to have 30 to 50 kids sign up. Now you're looking at numbers 500 to 700 new kids a year. So, just you can look back at what California did and then Arizona did. Vegas will be like a hockey hotbed sooner than later. You can just see it with the numbers and the amount of teams and the kids that are coming out of there and leaving to go play other places. They don't have to leave now. They can stay.
Sure.
There's a AAA program that was started this year and they did fairly well, and they're only going to get better.
Good. Well, Anthony, thanks so much for this. Good luck in the semifinal, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.